So I'm going to start with Doreen. Doreen, when were you born?
When was I born?
When? Yeah.
1927, January 15.
And where was that?
That was in Bexhill, or Sidley actually.
Okay.
Sidley is a sort of little suburb of Bexhill.
Okay,
Really.
thank you. And Bernard?
I was born in Burgess Hill, Cypress Road, in Burgess Hill, on the 6th of August 1934.
Thank you. And John?
I was born in Claremont Road, Brighton, 1934.
1934. Thank you very much.
We're the same age, right?
Well,
47. We're both 47.
Yeah, we had dreams.
If only. As I said to you back in the room, the project's focusing mainly on memories of dolls, bears and construction toys. And I'm guessing that some of you may have more memories about some of those than others. But I'm going to start by asking about teddy bears. Do any of you remember having a teddy bear when you were young?
No.
Not really, no.
No?
I can remember my sister having one, but not myself.
Okay, did you want one or?
No, I didn't. Well, it just wasn't available, so I didn't have one.
But your sister had one.
My sister had one, yes.
What was your sister's bear like?
Well, a conventional type of bear. Not the German variety that's very expensive, but a conventional type of bear.
Did you ever want to play with it, or was it just your sister's?
We played with it together.
So, what was her bear like?
It was fluffy and constant colour, light brown. Can't tell you anything else really. It had nails.
Sorry.
Eyes, of course, the glass eyes. I think. I can't remember anything else about it.
Can you remember how you played with it?
Yes, we pushed it in each other's faces and things like that.
Yes, nothing gentle.
And generally larked around. Well, a very serious time, you know, during the war.
Of course. Yeah. So it wasn't a very sedate bear then? It didn't sort of sit there having tea parties, it would?
Picnics.
Well, all
picnics.
sorts of imaginary things like that. Tea parties, and my little sister had little tea service, and I seem to remember. I'll briefly explain to you. My mother died when I was born. Consequently, my father remarried 5 years later, and eventually along comes Margaret. The greatest thing in life, as far as I was concerned, was the fact that I'd actually saved up for Margaret, and the doctor wouldn't take the money when she arrived. And I was more than a little peeved, to say the least, that he wouldn't accept the money for my sister. But that's the thing,
lovely idea,
kidology that goes on in families, isn't it?
Absolutely, I like that.
Yeah.
So what did you do with the money?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I have no memory of that. I've no idea. Talking about toys, can I go on?
Of course, go for it.
The one of the greatest Christmas presents I received when I was comparatively young was a train that was built by it was designed and built by my father, and they used cotton reels for the wheels. He used cotton reels for the wheels, and he did a good job, and I was ever so proud of that. The fact that things were desperately short, money was desperately short, and he actually worked on that in his spare moments prior to going into forces, and that's my favourite toy type memory, because I remember that with a lot of love in my heart and things like that.
I think especially when people have made things for you,
Yes.
it's the act of it being
Yes,
made for
indeed.
you, isn't it? And
Funnily enough, we were only talking about that to my grandsons this week. My younger grandson can remember me making a garage for him. And the fact that this garage had a ramp and it was on 2 levels and things like that, he remembers incredibly. And he remembers right back to the age of 2, which I think is quite incredible. I have no memories other than those at 5 years old. Perhaps I'm a dim person.
I think people vary, don't they? What the
Yeah.
first thing they can remember is. Some people remember learning to crawl,
Yeah.
but I think most people don't.
No.
Most people might remember sort of like being a child, but not being really, really little.
He can remember, grandson can remember toys in his sense that he liked particular toys. He liked lorries and things like that, and they started building an addition to the existing estate near us. And so every morning that we had him, he loved to go up to see what the builders were doing. And he used to say, he used to amuse me because he used to say, lorry, and you know, and then they started the JCB up, and he wanted to go.
Of course.
Too much noise.
So, we've checked with you about teddy bears. What about dolls? Did anyone have any dolls?
Oh, I had a doll.
Mm.
It was a second-hand doll,
Okay.
but I liked it, and it was China. And she had, it was a she had a set of clothes that I could change for her. So, but it was given to me. It wasn't brought because my mum, poor, couldn't afford things like that. But I used to love that.
Have you still got it?
Sorry?
Have you still got it?
No, unfortunately. I don't. I think it got lost during the war,
No.
as so many things did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But I oftentimes wonder where it did go, and I would have loved to have had it, but wasn't to be.
No. No.
Mm.
How big was it?
Oh, it was only about that big. Sort of a, what do they call them, baby dolls sort of thing. Yes, it was only small, but I liked it very much.
Can you
And
remember how you played with it?
I did, because I had also a little rundown pram. It was very rundown actually. So I used to take it for walks.
Okay.
Yes, we done a lot of walking. I think that was our pastime really, at walking. But yeah, it's funny actually talking like this, and it brings things back.
It does.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I think I had quite an ordinary life, you know. That same as everybody else, or at least I thought it was the same as everybody else. Probably wasn't.
Did you play with this doll on your own or with other people?
Oh heavens, I can't really remember. I think mostly by myself, because we didn't have any special place that we could go to, you know, that,
Yeah.
for dolls and things. Yeah, so I think, just thinking about it now, I played with it by myself.
And
Yes.
taking her for walks? And,
Yes, that's right. And talking to her.
Of course.
Yes, as one does.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember if she had a name?
I think she did, but I can't really remember what it was. I have a feeling I used to change it quite often. Yes, it was quite good, really.
Lovely, thank you. So, thinking about construction toys, did anyone have construction toys, things you make things out of?
Meccano.
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 Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I had Meccano. Boxes and boxes of it. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very helpful.
What colour was it?
Green.
Red.
The green and red Meccano.
Mm.
Green. And yeah, loads of it. We used to spend hours and hours making things, taking them bits, start again. Yeah, very nice.
You say we, so did you
No,
play with that?
I meant me.
You just, yeah.
I had two sisters.
Ah, and they didn't play with the Meccano?
No, they didn't play with the Meccano.
Did
They-
they not want to?
No.
Would you have let them if they
No.
had wanted?
Yeah, it was a great toy, that was. I think most people had Meccano, didn't they?
I think so. What did you make with it?
Cranes, trucks. You got an instruction kit with it as well. How to build it. Yeah, very good they were.
And you say you had the instruction kit. Did you used to follow the instructions?
Not
and
very often, no. You used to make your own things up, didn't you? Yeah, you had motors and everything on. Yeah, brilliant toy. Winders, wind the crane up and down. Yeah, very good toy that was. Used to spend hours and hours with it.
So when you'd made things out of Meccano, did you? Well, you just said you wound the crane up and down. So you then played with what
Played with
you
it for a
made.
while and then took it to bits again. Made something else. Yeah. I suppose Lego is the equivalent these days. You don't see much Meccano about, do you?
No, you
Or do
see.
you?
You see a bit. It's still about.
It's probably plastic now, isn't it?
They do plastic
It used
Meccano.
to be metal, didn't it? All metal.
Yeah, the plastic Meccano's not so good.
Hundreds and hundreds of nuts and bolts. You think, oh dear, they're everywhere. They used to go everywhere.
And all the little spanners and the little
Yeah,
screwdrivers.
all the little screwdrivers, spanners. Yeah, it's a good toy that was. They make it. They still make it, do they? Only in plastic.
They still make it in metal as well.
Do they?
They make it in both.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as popular as it used to be.
No. Well, there's too much. Too many of these video games and toys about now, aren't there? I think a lot of toys have gone now. So you've got a record of them all in the toy.
We've got
Museum.
a lot of Meccano in the Toy Museum.
Where is the toy museum?
Mm-hmm.
Underneath Brighton Station.
Oh,
So in the arches.
yeah, right.
Mm.
Oh, I'll pop in there one day.
Yeah, do.
Underneath where?
Underneath Brighton Station.
Oh, I'm with you, yes.
Yeah,
Top of Trafalgar Street.
top of
Yeah,
Trafalgar
that's
Street.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the arches under there.
You've got lots of Meccano there.
We've got a whole cabinet full of Meccano.
All made up to in the toys.
All made up, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I like to see that, yeah.
Yeah, crane, windmill, big Ferris wheel.
You open all day?
We're open Tuesdays till Saturdays.
Tuesdays or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so drop in, it'll be
9
nice.
till 5 or something?
10 till 5.
10 till 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth a look at that. Yeah, I'll try it now.
So, Doreen, did you have Meccano?
I can't remember having it, no.
Mm.
But whether I did or not, I don't know. But, I did have an older brother, but so whether he had... I mean, my mum was rather poor because my dad died when I was a year old. So there wasn't a lot of money for buying things like
No.
Meccanos.
Yeah, Meccano wasn't cheap, was
No,
it?
Mine was
it
all
wasn't.
second hand anyway. You know, swapped it for comics and stuff like that and built it all up.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing you used to do. You couldn't afford to buy it. I think my dad bought it home to start with, box full, and we just added to it. Yeah. And there was no money about in them days at all,
No.
I'm afraid.
Did you, especially thinking about, growing up somewhat at a time when there wasn't much money, you probably didn't have many toys. Did you make your own toys in that sense of sort of like constructing things? Were there things you made for
I
yourself?
used to make four-wheelers, pram wheels
Yeah.
and a plank, run it down the road. Yeah, that sort of thing.
I can remember quite vividly having a small section in the garden, the vegetable plot, where I sowed my own carrots and potatoes and what have you. But It just a tiny section. That was quite something to actually produce something yourself. It's quite good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 wheels.
And then later in life, sort of early years and into the teens, football became the order of the day, and I played an awful lot of football. And then it went further than that, because I then took up tennis, and I played tennis for years, all the year long, out in the outside courts, hard courts they were, and we played continuously, you know, sort of every weekend or something, and later in the evenings and things like that. But generally I got ordered home about 8 o'clock in the evening to go to bed, because I'd had to get up to do my paper round the next day and write 8 others.
We played cricket in the street with homemade bats and stumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut out bits of wood. Didn't have a proper bat till I went to school.
So you were saying about the 4-wheelers, so pram
Yeah.
wheels, bits, planks.
Yeah, 4 wheels off a pram somewhere.
Yeah.
Put a plank on them
Yeah.
and a box for a seat, and tear off down the road.
Did they have brakes?
Feet.
Just feet. I was going to say, not a bit of wood jammed in the wheels at the appropriate
just
moment.
feet.
Just feet.
Luckily, there weren't so much
There
traffic
was no
on
traffic.
the
There
roads.
was hardly any traffic then, was there?
No,
No.
no.
No traffic. Well, hardly any traffic.
I
No
can
parked cars
remember-
everywhere. No parked cars.
I can remember being run over by a car when I was about 5 years old.
Yeah, I remember being
And
knocked
it was
over by a
rarity
car.
to see a car anyway. But
Lucky
Yeah.
I-
You got run over, did you?
I was running away from a girl at the time.
Running away from a girl.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I didn't like her at all. And I ran straight into an oncoming car, which was, as you say, an absolute rarity
Yeah.
to see a car.
You're here to tell the tale.
Pardon?
You're here to tell the tale.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Did you have a man with a flag walking in front of it?
No.
You're not
No,
that old.
2 men. One with the red and one with the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, but,
Kite flying was good too.
yeah.
Make your own kites. We used to buy them. And then there are these we used to make these like a stick with a flight feathers on it. Wind a bit of string around it and throw it. They were very, very bloody dangerous. They kill you if they hit you. But
What did
that's
you
the
throw
sort
it at?
Hey?
What did you throw them at? Targets or?
Yeah, out in the field, just throwing them in the field, see how far you can throw them. Yeah, and you didn't really have proper toys, really.
But they were proper toys, weren't they? They were just toys that you made
Toys that
rather
we
than
made,
ones you
yeah.
bought.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be allowed today, it's too dangerous, that sort of thing. But yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to say thank you very much.
Right.
I really enjoyed
You're
that.
welcome.